So welcome to this 20-minute evening practice. It's a very nice practice to do before you go to bed. So what you need for tonight is either 2 blocks. If you don't have blocks, you can also use something like books. Just make sure they're not too big. And maybe a belt or a yoga strap. And those last 2 are definitely optional. So let's get started in a child pose. So let's come to the back of the mat, into a kneeling position, toes pointing back, heels up, and then climb your hands forward, coming into a child pose. Your knees can be pointing forward if you like to just ease a bit more into the posture. You can also have your knees a little bit wider apart. Just make sure you lay comfortable. You can rest your head directly on the floor or on some books, or if you have a block, you can use that as well. Just take a moment to allow the body to relax and release. Allow the head to soften, the muscles in the face, your forehead, skin between the eyebrows, the eyeballs, also your jaw, your tongue, your neck and your shoulders, all the way through the arms into the fingertips, your chest, and your belly. Just notice how your belly is rising and falling on the breath. Noticing how your navel is moving in every time you exhale. Also notice how your belly moves down between the legs or on top of your thighs every time you inhale. And then release into the hips, your glutes and the legs, all the way into your toes. Just also notice how whenever you exhale, you're sinking deeper into the posture. Those armpits are moving further to the floor. See if you can start extending the length of the inhales and the exhales. So extending the breath. Just slow down the breath. Also noticing these tilting points between the inhales and the exhales. And between the exhales and the inhales. So these little pauses between the breaths. It's actually the moments of no activity. Also clarity of mind. So see if you can feel that on these small micro moments. And then start rocking your forehead over the mat, left to the right. Massaging the muscles on the front of your skull. And extend through the arms, getting active through the arms as you inhale, roll yourself up. Coming into an awful position. And then tuck your toes into the mat as you exhale, roll yourself up into a downward facing dog. Roll over the toes, drop your knees as you inhale, arch through the back. Exhale, bring your feet together, coming back to child pose. 2 more of those. Inhale, come to all fours. Tuck your toes, downward dog. Exhale. Roll over the toes, drop the knees, arch to the back, inhale. And then exhale, feet together, coming back to child pose. And just rock yourself gently left to the right here. And then roll yourself slowly up, coming to a kneeling position again. Inhale, reach the arms up, interlace your fingers, stretch the arms up, getting long through the waistline. Exhale, reach over towards the right as you open up the left side of your body, shifting the gaze under your left upper arm. Coming back to center as you inhale. Exhale, move to the other side, shift your gaze under your right upper arm. Coming back to center, inhale, gazing up to the hands. And then exhale, release the hands down, coming back to child pose. Inhale, move yourself up, come to the hands and knees. And then from here, as you exhale, round to the back, And the sit bone's moving down. Pull the navel in. Lift up through the back of your heart as you point your crown to the floor. Inhale, reverse the movement. Sit bones up. Belly down, but keep lifting through the navel as you lift the chest and lift the head up. Exhale, round to the back. Inhale, coming back to the arch. And then exhale, feet together, coming back to child pose. Inhale, coming back to all fours, tuck your toes into the mat. Downward facing dog as you exhale. Lift your right leg as you inhale. Exhale, step your right foot gently between your hands. Release your back knee as you slide it further back. Release the toes. Coming halfway up, inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, straighten the front leg. Bring the hands down by the front leg. And line of your foot. Walk your hands forward, tuck your back toes, lift your back knee. Inhale, lift up through the right leg. Exhale, release the right foot back down to the mat. Other side, inhale, lift the left leg. Exhale, left foot land softly between your hands. Slide your right knee further back, release the knee. Release your foot, lift halfway up. Reach the arms as you inhale, sink into the hips. As you anchor down through the tailbone. Exhale, straight into the front leg. And then hinging from the hips as you fold the entire upper body over your left leg. Bring the band back, bring your palms flat. Tuck your right toes, and lift your right knee, inhale. Lift back up through the left leg. Exhale, release it down. Roll over the toes, drop the knees, out through the back as you inhale. Exhale, coming back to child pose. Taking 2 extra breaths here. As you ease further into your child pose. And then as you inhale, coming back to the hands and knees, tuck your nose and toes into the mat. Coming back to downward facing dog, lift your right leg, inhale. Exhale, step your right foot between your hands, slide your knee further back, release the knee and release the foot. Reach the arms up, inhale. Exhale, straighten the front leg, fold it over as you sink it down into the hips. Walking the hands forward, tuck your back toes, lift your back knee, inhale. Exhale, release the foot back down. Going to the other side, lift the left leg, inhale. Exhale, foot between your hands, slide the knee down, release the foot. Lift up, inhale, reach the arms to the ceiling. Hands coming down, exhale, sink the hips back. Walk the hands forward, tuck your back toes, lift the back knee, inhale. Exhale, release the foot down, lower both heels down, back to downward dog. Now on your next inhale, you're gonna extend through the right leg again. On the exhale, step your right foot gently between your hands, spin your back foot flat till 90 degrees. Place your right hand on your shin, maybe underneath the kneecap, and then bring your hands on the left hip as you open the body towards the left. And then extend through the left hand up, gazing to your thumb. Make sure you're not jamming all the weight into that right leg, but just keep the right hand gently resting on top of that leg. Good, gazing down. Start bending your front leg. Your hand comes on the inside of your foot, or if that's too much, you can also place your elbow on top of your knee as you slide your back leg further back. Reach up as you inhale through the top arm. Allow those hips to sink down. And bring the hand down to the mat. Roll over your back toes. And then place your left hand close to your right thumb. Keep your left hand as it is. So you're balancing on your left toes here. Bring your right arm up this time as you inhale, coming into a twist on the right side. Having the arms more or less stacked above one another. And release your hand down. Okay. And then roll your hands over towards the side, coming into a wide leg position, maybe adjusting the position of your feet. Just make sure that your second toes are pointing forward, so the big toes are pointing slightly in. Just coming to the fingertips as you inhale. As you exhale, bring your palms flat, and then use those hands to guide your crown into the direction of the floor. Your elbows are stacked right above the wrists. And smooth, even breathing. Just a good stretch for the back of the legs, the hamstrings, also the groin. Good, inhale. Come to the fingertips, lift the chest. On your exhale, walk your hands forward. And then coming back to that lunge position, as you inhale, lift the right leg up. And then circle out your foot. Release it back down, exhale. Good, going to the other side. As you inhale, lift the left leg. Exhale, left foot between your hands, bring your back foot flat. Your heels are aligned, your back foot 90 degrees pointing out. Bring your left hand underneath the knee or on your ankle. Just make sure that it rests into a position that suits you. Bring your right hand to the right hip and then use that to open up the body towards the right. Extend the arm up, gazing to your thumb. And make sure that you're just gently resting that hand on your lower leg, so it's just not jamming into it. It's just very lightly. You can take that hand off every moment. And so the hand is more to just give direction to the body. Good, gazing down. Start bending your front knee, heel toeing your back foot further back, and then either elbow on top of your knee or your hand on the inside of your foot as you open the body towards right, gazing to your thumb. Lift up through the inner arch of your back foot gently. As if you're moving that lower leg or that inner leg away from the floor. Same time, those hips sinking down. Good, gazing down, release your hand to the mat. Come balancing on your back toes, now thumbs to touch. Keep your right hand down as you inhale to twist towards the left. And then imagine that you're moving that left hip towards the floor and having a sense of a lift of that right thigh. Yeah, so not just hanging over towards the left here, towards the right here, but just hips are really moving towards the opposite side to come into a twist. Good, now release your hand down. As you exhale, climb your hands over towards the right side of your mat. Your toes are pointing in slightly again, just like we did before. Now interlace your hands on your back. Lift the arms up as you inhale, shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, fold, release the head and release the neck completely. Just allow gravity to move your crown closer and closer towards the floor. Using your breath with it. So as you start deepening the breath, you're also creating more time and more moment and more momentum to get closer towards the ground, to get into a deeper stretch. Now release your hands down as you exhale. Lift the chest, inhale. Exhale, walk your hands over to the front of your mat, balancing on your back toes. Inhale, lift your left leg up. Roll out your foot. And bring the foot back down, back to normal downward dog. Good, lift your right leg, inhale. Bring your foot down, cross your ankles, and then roll over your feet. Extend the left leg and then place your right foot on the inside of your thigh. Now, either using a strap or a belt, you can put it around your foot, or maybe you can reach with the hand straight to the foot. Lift the chest wherever you are as you inhale. And then exhale, hinging from the hips, fold the upper body over the left leg. As you keep broadening through the shoulders, so there's plenty of room for the neck and the head to be. Press your hands gently into your foot and vice versa. Lift the chest, inhale. Exhale, release. Now come over into a wider position. Place your foot wherever you can. Maybe bring that heel to the right thigh if you can. And if you need to sit on books or a block, go ahead, especially if that left sit bone lifts off the floor. Now place your left hand in between both legs. And then as you inhale, reach over through the right arm. Exhale, gaze up, and then move those fingers towards your toes. You can either have your left hand here, or you can have your hand on top of your right knee to come into a deeper twist. Good, gaze down. As you exhale, release the hand to the mat. We're gonna go into the other side. So extend your right leg. Pick up your left leg, place your left foot onto the right inner thigh. Reach the arms forward as you inhale, lift the chest. Exhale to fold, hinging from the hips. Keep your shoulders away from your ears. As you gently keep pressing that foot into the inner thigh. Also feeling that activation of the leg onto the sole of your foot. Chest up as you inhale. Exhale, release. Come over to the side into that wider position. Maybe having your left heel onto the inside of your left groin. Place your right hand in between your legs, and then as you inhale, reach up, and exhale, reach over through the left hand. Again, your right hand can stay where it is. You can also place it on top of your left knee to come into a deeper twist. And release. Now from here, bring both feet together and press down through the soles of your feet. And then hands first around the feet, lift the chest, just gently bringing the elbows in the inner thighs. Exhale, fold over the legs. And you can either keep your hands gently around the foot, especially if you're tight in the hips. That can be really a nice way to go into the posture. Or if you feel you still have that activation from your belly as you release, you can also do that and climb your hands from there forward. Moving that chest into the direction of the feet as your knees are moving closer and closer to the floor. Walk your hands back. And then extend the legs out wide. Coming into a wide V shape. Sit up tall as you inhale. Also here, if you need to sit on a block, go ahead. Exhale, fold it over, hinging from the hips. As your chest is moving into the direction of the floor. Just make sure here the toes are pointing right up and your feet are flexed. And so the ankles are not collapsing either in or out. And you're really hinging from the hips. It's fine if you have a little bend in the knees, or maybe quite a lot even, it's fine too. As long as you're really going into whatever it is that you're feeling. And just breathe into that deep stretch. Of the back of the legs, of the groin. Good, and walk your hands gently back. Place your hands on the outer knees and then gently bring the knees back together. And then we're going to come to the last two postures. You're going to grab yourself a block. And then place, if you don't have a block, you can use some books as well. And then place it horizontally. And then come lay onto that block or book, or whatever it is that you have there. And then make sure that it's right between the shoulder blades. It's not resting on your neck. As you release your head, your crown into the floor behind you. Rest the arms to the sides. You can also have the palms facing up Just make sure that the legs are really wide apart here. And last stage for the arms is reaching the arms overhead and reach for opposite elbows. So very, very healing posture for the spine. Just relax all the muscles in your body. Relax your shoulders. Also relaxing those hips. Relaxing the muscles in your face, your jaw, your tongue. And just breathe into that. Good stretch for the upper body, for the torso. And see how much you can release into that. Breathe into that. Your arms are overhead and you feel tingling in the arms. It's a sign that nerves are being compressed. So if you feel that, bring the arms in another variation. Always respecting the body. Bring the arms back by the sides and use the elbows to lift yourself up. Release the thing that you were laying on and then come lay on your back directly. Arms to the side, palms facing up. And just notice for a moment just notice how it feels to have a direct contact from your back into the mat. Noticing how your spine feels, your chest and your belly. And just allow your body to rest. Each exhale sinking deeper into that state of relaxation. You can stay here longer if you like, or you can move out of it by wiggling the fingers and the toes. Just gently wriggling the body side to side, and bring the knees into the chest. Rock yourself up, and you're ready to go. Thanks for joining. Namaste.